8 secret prosperity plants, rare but powerful abundance magnets. Some plants are not just decoration for your home, they are rare magnets of prosperity hidden in nature, sacred guardians that have been quietly channeling wealth consciousness and abundance energy for thousands of years. These living treasures carry within their roots, stems, and leaves the ancient power to transform any space into a sanctuary of financial blessing and material success. While many homes are filled with common plants chosen only for their aesthetic appeal, only a few are blessed with those secret botanical allies believed to attract wealth and abundance through their very presence. These are not ordinary houseplants, but spiritual powerhouses that work tirelessly behind the scenes to shift the energy of your environment toward prosperity consciousness. This sacred knowledge comes from ancient feng shui wisdom, folk traditions, and spiritual practices that understood plants as more than living organisms. They recognized them as silent guardians of fortune, energetic bridges between the earth's abundance and human prosperity. Indigenous healers, Eastern masters, and European herbalists all knew that certain plants could serve as magnets for wealth, drawing prosperity from cosmic forces and anchoring it in physical reality. I must clarify something important before we begin. What I'm about to share with you is rooted in spiritual beliefs and traditions passed down through countless generations of plant wisdom keepers, not in scientific validation. This is about the mystical properties that plants possess as living energy transmitters, their ability to influence the prosperity consciousness of any environment they inhabit. Throughout human history, plants have been revered not only for their practical uses, but for their profound spiritual significance as symbols and magnets of wealth in feng shui and folklore traditions worldwide. From the sacred groves of ancient druids who knew certain trees could attract material blessings, to the Chinese masters who mapped the relationship between plant energy and household prosperity, to the Ayurvedic traditions that recognized specific plants as vessels for abundance consciousness. These wisdom keepers understood that plants exist as living antennas that can tune into and amplify the cosmic frequencies of abundance, transforming any space they inhabit into a prosperity vortex. They knew that when certain plants were placed with intention and cared for with reverence, they would work continuously to attract wealth, opportunities, and financial blessings to their caretakers. The energy of growth, renewal, and flourishing that plants naturally embody was recognized as identical to the energy signature of material prosperity and abundance. Today I will reveal 8 secret prosperity plants, rare but powerful magnets of abundance that have been hidden in plain sight, waiting for those wise enough to recognize their true potential as silent partners in creating lasting wealth and financial success. Before we explore these sacred botanical allies of prosperity, I want to ask something meaningful of you. If you feel called to discover how plants can become living magnets for abundance in your home, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to this channel. This small act is far more than digital engagement. It is a spiritual declaration that you are ready to invite nature's most powerful prosperity allies into your life. By pressing these buttons, you connect yourself with the current of prosperity that flows through all living things and open your awareness to the plant kingdom's ancient secrets for attracting abundance. Parchyra aquatica, the money tree standing like a sentinel of abundance with its distinctive braided trunk and lustrous green leaves shaped like hands reaching for celestial blessings, the Parchyra aquatica, known universally as the money tree, represents one of nature's most powerful magnets for financial prosperity. This extraordinary plant carries within its very essence the concentrated energy of wealth consciousness, drawing money and opportunity like a living lodestone. The spiritual meaning of the money tree connects to ancient Central American traditions that recognize this plant as a gift from benevolent forest spirits who wanted to share the secrets of earthly abundance with worthy humans. Each of its leaves represents one of the 5 elements in feng shui wisdom, creating perfect energetic balance that supports sustained prosperity. The braided trunk symbolizes the intertwining of spiritual and material abundance, showing how true wealth flows from alignment with natural forces. In the symbolism of prosperity, the money tree represents the growth principle that multiplies wealth over time, its upward-reaching branches embodying the aspiration for financial success, while its deep roots anchor abundance in practical reality. The plant's ability to thrive in various conditions mirrors the adaptability needed to create prosperity in changing circumstances, while its evergreen nature symbolizes wealth that endures through all seasons. Folklore traditions from Asia to the Americas tell of money trees appearing spontaneously, where hidden treasures lay buried, their presence serving as divine markers for abundance waiting to be discovered. Caribbean legends speak of plantation workers finding money trees growing over spots where pirates had buried their gold, while Chinese tradition holds that homes blessed with thriving money trees will experience continuous growth in family fortune. Place your money tree in the southeast corner of your home or office, the traditional Feng Shui wealth corner, ensuring it receives bright, indirect light that allows its prosperity consciousness to radiate throughout your space. Water it when the soil feels dry, but never overwater, as this plant teaches the abundance principle of receiving exactly what is needed. Speak to your money tree regularly, expressing gratitude for the abundance flowing into your life and setting clear intentions for your financial goals. The money tree is nature's promise that abundance is your natural birthright, a living reminder that wealth grows best when rooted in gratitude and nurtured with consistent care. This sacred plant works tirelessly to shift your environment's energy toward prosperity consciousness, attracting opportunities and opening pathways for financial success that logical minds might never imagine. Have you ever noticed how certain plants seem to embody a quality of abundance just in their presence, making you feel more optimistic about your financial future? Lucky bamboo, the pillar of prosperity, rising in perfect vertical elegance like green towers reaching toward heaven. Lucky bamboo stands as one of the most revered prosperity plants in spiritual tradition, its hollow stems filled with the concentrated essence of good fortune and its resilient nature symbolizing the unbreakable strength needed to build lasting wealth. The spiritual significance of lucky bamboo traces back over 4,000 years to ancient Chinese culture, where it was recognized as a living embodiment of the philosophical principles that create prosperity, flexibility to bend without breaking, strength to grow tall despite obstacles, and the wisdom to thrive in simple conditions. This sacred plant channels the dragon energy of success, transforming any space it inhabits into a portal for abundance and good fortune. In prosperity symbolism, lucky bamboo represents the steady, consistent growth that builds true wealth, its segmented stems marking the stages of financial development, while its ability to propagate from cuttings embodies the multiplication principle of abundance. The plant's tolerance for both water and soil cultivation symbolizes prosperity, consciousness that can flourish in any circumstance, adapting to opportunities while maintaining its essential nature. Traditional folklore teaches that the number of lucky bamboo stalks carries specific abundance meanings: 3 stalks for happiness and wealth, 5 for health and prosperity, 6 for luck in all endeavors, 7 for good health, 8 for growth and prosperity, and 9 for great luck. Ancient texts speak of emperors' gardens, where lucky bamboo groves created such powerful prosperity energy that the kingdom enjoyed unprecedented golden ages of abundance and peace. Position your lucky bamboo in the eastern area of your home to activate growth energy, or in your wealth corner to amplify financial consciousness, ensuring the water remains clean and the stalks receive gentle, filtered light. Change the water weekly while setting fresh intentions for abundance, and if growing in soil, maintain consistent moisture without waterlogging. Honor your lucky bamboo by keeping the area around it clean and free from clutter, allowing its prosperity energy to circulate freely. Lucky bamboo serves as a living reminder that true prosperity grows from inner strength and flexibility, teaching you to remain rooted in abundance consciousness while adapting gracefully to life's changing circumstances. This pillar of prosperity stands guard over your financial well-being, continuously generating the positive energy needed to attract wealth and success. Do you find that having symbols of strength and growth around you helps maintain confidence in your ability to build lasting prosperity? Jade plant, the stone of abundance, sitting like a miniature tree sculpted from precious green jade, with thick, succulent leaves that store abundance like nature's own treasure chests, the jade plant represents one of the most powerful wealth magnets in the plant kingdom. Its resemblance to the precious stone that symbolizes prosperity across cultures makes it a living gem that transforms any space into a repository of financial blessings. The spiritual meaning of the jade plant connects to ancient Chinese belief that this succulent embodies the energy of wealth accumulation and wise financial management. Its ability to store water in its leaves mirrors the principle of saving and preserving resources for future abundance, while its slow but steady growth pattern teaches the patience needed to build lasting wealth. The plant's jade green color resonates with the heart chakra, aligning emotional well-being with material prosperity. In abundance symbolism, the jade plant represents the foundation stones of wealth, conservation, growth, and multiplication. Its thick leaves symbolize the bank accounts of nature, storing prosperity energy until it is needed, while its ability to propagate easily from single leaves embodies the investment principle that small beginnings can yield great returns. The plant's longevity, often living for decades, represents wealth that spans generations. Folk traditions from South Africa, where the jade plant originates, speak of these succulents growing wild near gold deposits, their presence marking areas where the earth's abundance was most concentrated. Chinese merchants traditionally placed jade plants near their shop entrances, believing that their prosperity energy would attract wealthy customers and profitable transactions. European folklore adopted these plants as money trees, crediting them with the power to multiply household wealth through their mere presence. Position your jade plant near the entrance of your home or office to welcome prosperity energy, or place it in your workspace to enhance financial decision-making and attract abundance to your professional endeavors. Water sparingly, allowing the soil to dry completely between waterings, as this plant teaches the abundance lesson that less can indeed be more. Rotate it occasionally to ensure even growth, symbolizing the balanced approach needed for sustained prosperity. The jade plant stands as nature's own savings account, a living reminder that true wealth accumulates through steady effort and wise conservation. This stone of abundance works silently but powerfully to create the energetic conditions where financial success can take root and flourish beyond your expectations. Have you experienced how having symbols of stability and accumulation in your environment helps you feel more secure about your financial future? Orchid, the flower of harmonious wealth. Blooming with ethereal beauty that seems to capture moonlight in its petals, the orchid represents one of nature's most elegant symbols of prosperity consciousness, embodying the principle that true abundance comes wrapped in beauty, grace, and spiritual harmony. These exotic flowers channel refined prosperity energy, attracting wealth that enhances life's beauty rather than diminishing it. The spiritual significance of orchids reaches back to ancient Greek culture, where they were associated with virility, strength, and the power to generate abundance through harmonious relationships. Eastern traditions recognize orchids as symbols of refined prosperity, the kind of wealth that comes through cultivating beauty, wisdom, and spiritual development rather than mere material accumulation. The plant's ability to bloom repeatedly symbolizes renewable abundance that never depletes. In prosperity symbolism, the orchid represents elevated consciousness about wealth, teaching that the highest forms of abundance include beauty, love, and spiritual fulfillment alongside material success. Its exotic nature symbolizes unique opportunities and uncommon prosperity pathways, while its requirement for specific care represents the attention and dedication needed to cultivate refined wealth. The orchid's aerial roots embody the principle of drawing abundance from unexpected sources. Traditional folklore from tropical regions, where orchids grow wild, tells of these flowers blooming only in places where the earth's prosperity energy was perfectly balanced with spiritual harmony. Victorian flower language recognized orchids as symbols of luxury and refined taste, while Chinese tradition associates certain orchid varieties with scholarly success and the prosperity that comes from wisdom and learning. Polynesian cultures believed that orchids could attract soulmates who would also bring material abundance. Place your orchid in areas where you conduct important financial work or make significant life decisions, as its refined energy supports wise choices that lead to prosperity. Provide the specific light and humidity conditions your orchid variety requires, understanding that this plant teaches the abundance lesson that specialized care yields extraordinary results. Mist the air around your orchid regularly, symbolically creating the perfect atmospheric conditions for refined abundance to flourish. The orchid serves as a living reminder that the highest forms of prosperity include beauty, love, and spiritual fulfillment, teaching you to seek abundance that enriches every aspect of your existence. This flower of harmonious wealth works to attract opportunities that align with your highest good, bringing prosperity that feels like a natural extension of your authentic self. Do you notice how surrounding yourself with beauty and elegance helps you feel worthy of the finer things that abundance can bring. Rubber plant, the guardian of prosperity. Standing tall and majestic with broad, glossy leaves that seem to absorb negative energy. While radiating protective abundance consciousness, the rubber plant serves as one of nature's most powerful guardians of prosperity, creating energetic shields around wealth while attracting new opportunities through its commanding presence. The spiritual meaning of the rubber plant connects to its origins in the sacred groves of India, where it was revered as a manifestation of abundance consciousness that could transform any environment into a sanctuary of prosperity. The plant's impressive size and longevity symbolize the kind of wealth that grows large and endures through generations, while its ability to purify air represents the cleansing of financial obstacles and negative prosperity blocks. In abundance symbolism, the rubber plant represents protection and growth of existing wealth, its large leaves acting as shields against financial losses, while its upward growth pattern embodies continuous expansion of prosperity consciousness. The plant's resilience and adaptability symbolize the strength needed to maintain wealth through changing circumstances, while its ability to grow into a magnificent tree represents the potential for small investments to become great fortunes. Folklore from Southeast Asia tells of rubber plants growing spontaneously around the homes of wise money managers and successful merchants, their presence serving as nature's seal of approval on sound financial practices. Indian tradition holds that these plants can absorb the negative energy of financial worry and transform it into positive abundance consciousness. Colonial period stories speak of plantation owners discovering that areas with the largest rubber plants also yielded the most profitable harvests. Position your rubber plant near the main entrance of your home or office to serve as a guardian that filters incoming energy for prosperity potential, ensuring it receives bright, indirect light that allows its protective influence to extend throughout your space. Water when the soil surface feels dry, but ensure good drainage, as this plant teaches the abundance principle of maintaining flow while avoiding stagnation. Wipe its large leaves regularly, understanding this care as both practical maintenance and a ritual of honoring your prosperity guardian. The rubber plant stands as a silent sentinel of your financial well-being, working continuously to protect existing abundance while creating the energetic conditions for new wealth to take root and flourish. This guardian of prosperity reminds you that true wealth requires both growth and protection, expansion and security. Have you felt how having protective elements in your environment helps you feel more confident about taking risks that could lead to greater abundance? Peony, the imperial flower of wealth, bursting into magnificent bloom with layers of silken petals that seem to hold the very essence of luxury and abundance. The peony represents one of nature's most royal symbols of prosperity consciousness, embodying the principle that true wealth includes not only material success, but also love, beauty, and the richness of meaningful relationships. The spiritual significance of peonies traces back to ancient Chinese imperial gardens, where these flowers were cultivated exclusively for royalty and nobles, earning them the title King of Flowers and establishing their reputation as symbols of wealth, honor, and high social position. The peony's ability to return year after year with increasingly magnificent blooms symbolizes prosperity that compounds over time, growing more beautiful and valuable with each cycle. In prosperity symbolism, the peony represents abundance in all its forms: material wealth, loving relationships, social prestige, and spiritual fulfillment. Its luxurious blooms embody the prosperity consciousness that seeks beauty and excellence in all things, while its deep root system symbolizes wealth that is firmly grounded and cannot be easily lost. The flower's brief but spectacular blooming period teaches the abundance lesson of appreciating and maximizing peak opportunity moments. Traditional folklore from China speaks of peonies blooming in gardens, where true love and material prosperity existed in perfect harmony, their presence indicating households blessed with both emotional and financial abundance. European garden traditions adopted peonies as symbols of bashful love and prosperity, believing that homes with thriving peony gardens would attract both romantic happiness and material success. Japanese culture associates tree peonies with bravery and wealth, earned through honorable action. Plant your peonies in a place of honor in your garden where their annual display can be fully appreciated, Understanding that their spectacular but brief blooming teaches the importance of recognizing and celebrating prosperity when it appears. Provide the deep, well-drained soil and appropriate climate conditions your peonies need, as this flower teaches that extraordinary abundance often requires patience and specific conditions to manifest fully. Mark your calendar for their blooming season, creating annual rituals of gratitude for the abundance in your life. The peony serves as nature's reminder that the highest forms of prosperity include beauty, love, and the wealth of meaningful relationships alongside material success. This imperial flower of wealth works to attract abundance that enriches every aspect of your existence, bringing prosperity that feels as magnificent as its legendary blooms. Do you find that celebrating the beautiful moments of abundance in your life helps attract even more reasons for gratitude and joy? Basil, the holy herb of protection and abundance, growing with aromatic intensity that seems to concentrate the very essence of prosperity consciousness into each fragrant leaf. Basil stands as one of nature's most sacred abundance allies, serving simultaneously as guardian against financial negativity and magnet for wealth-building opportunities. The spiritual meaning of basil spans cultures worldwide, from its role as tulsi in Hindu tradition, where it is revered as a sacred plant that attracts divine blessings and material abundance, to its use in European folk magic as a powerful herb for drawing prosperity and protecting existing wealth. The plant's intense fragrance was believed to carry prayers for abundance directly to divine realms, while its culinary uses connected daily nourishment with spiritual prosperity consciousness. In abundance symbolism, basil represents the active principle of prosperity manifestation, its vigorous growth and renewable harvest embodying wealth that regenerates through use rather than depleting. The herb's dual nature as both culinary ingredient and spiritual ally symbolizes the integration of practical action with mystical intention needed for sustained abundance. Its ability to repel negative influences while attracting positive ones mirrors the financial wisdom of avoiding losses while seeking gains. Folklore traditions from around the Mediterranean tell of merchants carrying basil leaves in their money pouches to ensure profitable transactions and protection from financial fraud. Italian tradition holds that basil planted near the entrance of a business will attract customers and ensure honest dealings, while Indian customs include basil in prosperity rituals and daily prayers for material well-being. Greek legend associates basil with wealth that comes through divine favor and righteous action. Grow your basil in a prominent location where its fragrance can fill your living space with prosperity consciousness, whether in a sunny window, herb garden, or near your kitchen, where its abundance energy can bless your daily nourishment. Harvest leaves regularly to encourage continued growth, understanding this practice as both practical gardening and a ritual of activating abundance flow. Use fresh basil in cooking while setting intentions for nourishment and prosperity to enter your life together. Basil serves as a living prayer for abundance, its sacred fragrance rising like incense to attract divine blessings, while its protective properties shield your prosperity from negative influences. This holy herb of protection and abundance reminds you that true wealth comes through aligning daily actions with spiritual principles of generosity, gratitude, and service. Have you experienced how incorporating sacred or meaningful elements into daily routines helps maintain awareness of abundance and blessing in ordinary moments? Lotus, the sacred symbol of purity and prosperity, rising from muddy waters with pristine beauty that defies its humble origins, the lotus represents one of the most profound symbols of prosperity consciousness in spiritual tradition, embodying the principle that true abundance emerges through transformation, purity of intention, and the ability to transcend limiting circumstances. The spiritual significance of the lotus spans millennia of Eastern wisdom, where it serves as the ultimate symbol of enlightenment emerging from worldly conditions, its roots in mud representing the material world, while its pristine bloom symbolizes the prosperity consciousness that lifts above circumstances to create abundance. Buddhist tradition reveres the lotus as the flower of divine consciousness, while Hindu culture associates it with Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth and abundance. In prosperity symbolism, the lotus represents the transformational journey from scarcity to abundance, its growth cycle teaching that true wealth requires a foundation in humble circumstances, transformed through spiritual development and pure intention. The flower's ability to remain untainted despite growing in murky water symbolizes prosperity consciousness that maintains integrity regardless of external conditions. Its daily cycle of closing and opening mirrors the rhythm of abundance that flows according to natural cycles. Ancient folklore from Egypt, India, and China tells of lotus ponds that would bloom overnight, where enlightened beings had achieved perfect abundance consciousness, their sacred flowers marking locations where material and spiritual prosperity existed in perfect harmony. Temple traditions speak of lotus pools that would bloom more magnificently in the presence of generous hearts and pure intentions, while withering when exposed to greed or corruption. Vietnamese culture associates the lotus with prosperity that comes through wisdom and spiritual development. If possible, grow lotus in a water garden or large container pond where its sacred nature can be fully honored, understanding that this plant teaches the abundance lesson that extraordinary results often require extraordinary commitment. Alternatively, keep lotus images or dried seed pods in your prosperity corner as symbols of the abundance consciousness you are cultivating. Meditate near your lotus during its blooming season, using its perfect beauty as inspiration for your own emergence into greater prosperity consciousness. The lotus serves as nature's ultimate teacher of prosperity transformation, showing that the most magnificent abundance can emerge from the humblest beginnings when nurtured with pure intention and spiritual awareness. This sacred symbol of purity and prosperity reminds you that true wealth is not just about accumulation, but about the beauty and meaning you bring to the world through your abundance. Do you recognize how your greatest periods of growth and abundance have often emerged from challenging circumstances that forced you to discover inner resources you never knew you possessed? We have journeyed together through the secret garden of prosperity, exploring 8 sacred plants that serve as powerful magnets for abundance, each one a living ally in the quest for financial success and material well-being. From the money tree, with its braided trunk reaching for celestial blessings, to the lucky bamboo, standing as pillars of prosperity, from the jade plant storing abundance like nature's own treasure chest, to the orchid embodying harmonious wealth consciousness. Remember the protective strength of the rubber plant standing guard over your prosperity, the imperial magnificence of the peony teaching that abundance includes beauty and love, the sacred protection of basil blessing your daily nourishment with prosperity consciousness, and the transformational power of the lotus, showing how true wealth emerges through spiritual development and pure intention. But now I want to ask you something meaningful. Do you have any of these prosperity plants at home, or would you like to welcome them into your space as living allies for abundance? Have you felt the subtle but powerful energy that plants bring to an environment, their silent presence working continuously to shift consciousness and attract positive opportunities? Because here is the profound truth I want you to understand. Plants are silent allies in your prosperity journey, storing and multiplying abundance through their very presence in your environment. They work tirelessly behind the scenes, purifying energy, raising vibrations, and creating the optimal conditions for wealth consciousness to flourish. When you welcome these sacred botanical allies into your home, you are not just decorating your space, you're establishing a living support system for your financial success. These prosperity plants are telling you constantly that abundance is a natural force in the universe, as automatic as photosynthesis and as reliable as the seasons. They remind you that true wealth grows from the inside out, rooted in gratitude and spiritual awareness, reaching toward light and possibility with unwavering faith in the abundance that surrounds us all. May your home become a garden of prosperity consciousness. May these sacred plants serve as constant reminders of the abundance that is your birthright, and may every leaf and bloom in your environment reflect back to you the infinite wealth and success that the universe has prepared for your highest good. Now I want to invite you to participate in something beautiful and transformative. In the comments below this video, I want you to write these words with genuine intention and open heart. Prosperity grows like a sacred plant in my home. But do not simply type these words mechanically. Feel their truth taking root in your consciousness, imagining abundance growing and flourishing in every corner of your living space, like the most magnificent garden. After you have written your affirmation, please share this video with someone you love, who would benefit from discovering how plants can become living magnets for abundance and prosperity. By sharing this ancient wisdom about botanical allies, you become part of the natural circulation of abundance consciousness that benefits everyone when prosperity knowledge is freely shared and generously distributed. Remember that every time you honor the sacred relationship between plants and abundance, you demonstrate to the universe that you understand prosperity as a living force that grows and multiplies when nurtured with love, attention, and reverence. This understanding opens pathways for abundance to flow into your life through the most unexpected and delightful channels. May every leaf around you shine with abundance and wealth. May your home become a sanctuary where prosperity consciousness grows wild and free, and may these sacred botanical allies continue to work their silent magic, drawing abundance into your life like flowers drawing sunlight from the sky. The plant kingdom holds ancient secrets of abundance. Now you know how to invite them to share their wisdom with you.